Welcome into the Dynasty Total Access. I'm your host expert, and you know I got the homie Farquaad with me. What's up, my dude?
Hey, bro. High stakes? Let's hurt some feelings today. Let's get it, bro.
Let's hurt some feelings. But of course, you know we can't do this on our own, so we had to bring a special guest in. It's the homie Andre, a.k.a. H-Speed. What's up, my guy?
Let's go back. It's high stakes. Hey, a lot of y'all shook, though. A lot of them shook.
It has been a little quiet in the chat here lately. It got a little live today. But let's see if we can't amp it up a little bit more. But before we get into any of that, you know we got a contest going on right now in the Dynasty. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. Go follow us on Twitter. And we're giving away an amazing package for Madden 18. A gold wireless PlayStation controller. You're going to get Madden 18, the GOAT edition. You're going to get a PSN card with $20 on it. So you go out there and buy you some NUT stuff because I know that's what dudes be playing. And you're going to get one of our exclusive Dynasty t-shirts. All of that for just hitting the subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter. But let's get into some business right now. So I started to think, why has the chat been so dead, Farquaad and Andre? I don't understand it. I know you two guys weren't here for High Stakes last year, but last year during High Stakes, it was nothing but noise being talked. Every single week, I was going to demolish this guy. You're not finna come in this house and get none of this. You're trash. Your offense is garbage. All last year. And this year's been kind of quiet. And I think it's because we got a couple snitches in the Dynasty. So, you know we don't hold anything back on Total Access or Love Hate or any show that Farquaad and I do. So let's not hold back. Snitch number one in the Dynasty. You know it's Fruit Cocktail. Mr. Inspector Gadget is Breezy himself, the female of the group. You know he had to be one of the first ones to reach out and try and snitch on somebody. What is wrong with this dude?
For one, let me pour one out for my homie. Rest in peace, HBO.
This is for my homie. This is for my homies. Well. See you when I get there. In that gangster lane, This is for my homie.
Man, just got tired of getting abused on the game and in the chat, you know. So, and I'm sure his wife was like, "Enough is enough. You need to be playing this, doing all this, playing this game and using all your time and getting your ass beat, and then making fun of you. Get off the game, boy." And she probably gave him the boot, man. But he left. But Breezy, man. I brought up HBO because he had a hard-fought win week 1, and Breezy came in the chat and was like, "Gotcha, motherfucker." And posted, a rule violation that he did, motion no wide receiver. It was a rule violation, but just the way it was presented and the person it came from.
Yeah, and it's HBO. It's not like that dude's going 11-5.
Right. The way he kind of ran the parade. But Breezy, man, I don't even know where to start or where to end with you, bro. Like Dion told you before, bro, you better off just keep quiet and stay in the cut, man. Just stay in the cut. You 5-1 right now. Just stay in the cut, win some games. Just don't say anything unless you need to schedule your game, man. Everything else, we really don't care what you have to say, bro.
Hey, gotcha, motherfucker. It's hilarious. It was hilarious. It was funny. It's a snitch bitch move, but it was funny to me. You know what I mean? But 5-1 is even funnier because this dude has been some trash for the last 3 seasons, I'm gonna say, and now all of a sudden, this guy's 5-1. Things to make you say,
Oh, and we'll talk about that shortly. But let's move on to snitch number 2. And it's Paul Blart, the mall cop himself, Mr. Butters, aka Sim Game. Dude came right off the gate and even said in the chat, if I'm not mistaken, that he was snitching on everybody. This is just who he was. I just don't understand understand it. Like, play your game. Let the commissions worry about all that nonsense. If it's a blatant rule violation, go ahead. But for you to be creating clips and trying to knock people off just because you know you're not good enough to make it in the top 10 in high stakes.
Ooh.
Look, let's be real.
Call it how you see it.
Let's be real. Listen, let's be real. If Butters would have came to the NFC East when he came back, man, I would have just put in my name as the reigning defending NFC East champion every single year, because there's no way I'm losing that division with Butters there.
Butters is he's definitely reaped the benefits of Madden 17 with the hold down triangle, button to get on them super picks. He's definitely a product of that glitchy shit. This man averages like 4 to 5 picks a game with his linebackers. Not even the DB. This is just the linebackers. So I can't wait for this next Madden to see who truly lived off of that holding triangle shit. As my man Andre said in his show, man, talking regarding that shit's gonna be dead next Madden.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to see who's gonna adjust and who's gonna emerge and take over these spots. But Butters is glitching, and he's been glitching this entire Madden, glitching and snitching, man. Goddamn, Butters, glitching and fucking snitching, bro. Damn, man. I can't wait to just not play anymore, man. That glitchy ass shit. But stop snitching, bro. Goddamn, man.
The whole problem with it for me is not. To me, I felt like you go and watch the games looking for violation. You know what I mean? Versus something blatant. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit back and look at every game and go through the tapes like it seemed like he did off the break first game.
Yeah.
Put the joint in the chat, and then his man followed him with gotcha motherfucker. So you know what I mean? Hey, but let's go back. It's high stakes.
Butters was like, "Oh wait, there's more. Oh wait, but there's more."
Yeah, yeah.
What?
It sounded too similar to that Breezy dude when he thought he caught the Broncos cheating.
Yeah.
And had like 40 clips ready to come to my DM of what that dude was doing. Look, if I don't want to be that user, that the only way I can beat a top user is me snitching on him. Right. That's not what I want. Now, look, if you don't think I'm looking at the standings, trying to figure out where my draft pick is, that's different. But I'm not finna watch your link and try and find a rule violation just to get you. That's not what high stakes was about. High stakes is about putting it all on the line, playing your best, putting your team in position to draft as high as you can. But we got dudes in here, not only snitching, but I think we got dudes in here that are using the auto policy in a different way than they should be.
Talk about
saying, I got a free auto, so if I got a tough matchup, let me just say I'm going on a trip or vacation, and let me go on auto one game and get this W because the CPU be cheating. Now, I'm not gonna say no names because I don't know if any dudes is doing that on purpose, but I know for a fact that dudes was looking at that, using their auto strategically, and that's why it got taken away. But to me, that's some whole stuff right there too, for you to try and use an auto instead of trying to win it on the field. I know you know what's going on, Farquaad.
Oh man, when I saw everyone all of a sudden going on auto on these fake ass vacations, I was like, well, shit. If everybody else is doing that, I fuck staying on vacation. I'm gonna use my free auto if I need to. I was gonna pull that whole move out because everyone all of a sudden was amped for high stakes, and the next thing you know, everyone on vacation and then they can't do this.
Yeah.
I think my man KP, shout out to him, bro. KP even said he's not gonna let his opponent know until he needs to let them know as far as him going on vacation. So I was like, if that's the way we're gonna play this shit, then yeah, I'm gonna use I got one free auto and I'm gonna make it happen. But shout out to Dion and Kamish for shutting that down. Keeping the integrity of the league intact. And if you're on auto, hey, you drop a slot.
That's it.
Keep dropping slots.
All of a sudden, ain't no vacations.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, people available to play their game.
Hey, shouts out to KP and that cookout that he had. The shit was out.
Oh my God.
I had Farquad, my man Farquad,
Yes,
over
sir.
KP, and the shit was outrageous. Let me put it like this: you name it, they got beans, potatoes, tomatoes, they had ham, they had all
Boy.
that at the
Look,
cookout.
I know when I
So
saw
shouts
the
out to
pictures.
KP.
Yeah, dude. When I saw them pictures from the cookout, I was like, I need to hit Virginia next year. Yeah, that's where we need to hook up at is July 4th weekend and be at KP's house.
Yes, sir.
I'll jump in the dunk tank to get some food like that. No doubt about that. But
hey, but look, I gotta talk about one. Let me talk about a user. Since we talking about everybody, I gotta talk about.
Yeah, no doubt.
And this user's pull-out game was like that, man. I'm surprised the dude had kids, man.
Oh.
Like that. And I'm talking about the former Bucks user, man, Gil Garza, man. That dude was pulling out, you know what I mean? And he was spraying all over his PlayStation whenever he's losing. But hey, Tone Dog seen that shit, man. He came and he said, man, I don't believe it, man. I think this dude pulled out on me. And we looked.
No doubt.
They did the test run, and it looked pretty suspicious. Now, he didn't get put out because of that one incident. Let's just be clear. Because
let's be honest. Yeah.
I don't want people to think that we hating on him or we just were trying to put him out. We trying to put him out. But the dude had a track record that said, it's something funny going on. He was in the tournament, he pulled out, he sprayed, and then he did it again, he pulled out. So when you keep doing it, you got a history. I mean, when there's smoke, there's fire.
There's fire. You ain't lying. And here's the thing. For all them people that think we would kick Garza out just because he's a good user, man, miss me with all that nonsense. If you think that's true, be a man and say that in the chat so that way we can clown your sorry butt. Because if that was true, we'd have done kicked KP and Hot Tub out a long time ago for hanging banners in the ceiling. That dude Garza never won a Super Bowl, so we're not trying to kick nobody out because they a good user. That's some nonsense right there. But listen, I promise you this. You pull out of a game, especially against a commish, and think that's going to fly, you in the wrong league. Right. So, like I said, I guess we got to change the name of one of our shows, or they got to get a new contestant because can't be 3 chains no more. It'd be that 2 chains. 2 chains. But, hey, look, good riddance to you if that's the kind of dude that you are. But the new Buck user already paying dividends with some graphics, little Photoshop. Appreciate. Let's give a shout out to both the 2 new users. Shout out to the homie, the real KP with the Bucks. And we got a new Steelers user. Both those dudes seem like upstanding guys, so good to have him in the league.
We got a new Colts guy also, bro.
We got a new Colts guy. Oh, shout out to the new Colts guy. That's right. We haven't done a total access since the new Colts guy came out.
Bro.
Shout out to the new Colts guy and his wife. Man, we appreciate you being in the league. Just a good group of guys. Hopefully we can keep this going into Madden 18. Well, we got one more thing of business we got to talk about.
No, it's duck hunting season. That, sir, is an investigated fabrication. It's wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. I say it's duck season, and I say fire.
And we got a little duck sauce going on in the Dynasty. little duck sauce. I like the little post that Dion put on where Jim from the office is kind of sliding back in the seat in the car. He don't want to be seen. But there's some rumblings going on that the OG Chris Murray is ducking the Broncos. Now, come on now. It's the OG, the winner of the last high stakes. You're not really ducking the Broncos, are you? Especially after all the noise you talk about the Broncos. I know you're not pulling that duck sauce out, but that's the grumblings in the Dynasty. What do you 2 think?
I would hope not. But hey, I'm gonna call it like I see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it like I see it. Looks like you ducking, bro.
Let me use my one auto.
Has he played the team? No, has he played the Raiders twice yet, or just once? He uses one auto on.
Just once.
But yeah, man, that's like you ducking, bro. Like you ducking, but I hope not. But I think you ducking.
Say it ain't so, Chris Murray. Say it ain't so. You ain't ducking the Bronx. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of that for you. I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna duck.
Andre's still looking for that first win versus the Broncos, but he got close. If you would have just ran the football or kicked the field goal. But you know what? That's just how Madden works sometimes. But let's get into these games. This week 7. That's what we're here for. First up, it's the homie Carl. And the homie Carl playing well this year. He flying under the radar. Nobody kind of looking at the Texans. But the homie Carl is focused right now. And he gets tight work. And those new Steelers, with that bum roster he got, man, I played the Steelers. He got some skills on the sticks. But until he get a W in the Dynasty, I can't go with him. I'm going to go with the homie Carl with the win here.
Yeah, that Steelers roster is hey, just stick through. Hey, to the new user, man, just grind. Continue to grind out these next couple weeks. We're gonna go into Madden 18, and you can revamp a team from the very start. That's a horrible roster down there in Pittsburgh. Lots of rule violations. So that whole roster got jumbled up. Texans, he had a ton of money going into this past offseason. He had a lot of key acquisitions that he brought in. This is the better team. I'm giving it to Carl and Texans.
Okay. I kind of got a little bit of that Steelers Cowboy game. I think he had the game in hand, but the Cowboys came back. Extra came back and pulled it out. So Carl's playing decent. But I think I'm going to do the new user. Since I think he gets his first victory right here.
Wow.
Okay.
Next up, it's the homie Darkness coming to Big D to play expert in those Cowboys. Let's not waste a lot of time here. Expert with the win.
Darkness, you're a fucking idiot, bro. I'm gonna get that up before I say that. Before I make my pick. You're an idiot. Knowing how the injury bug sweeps across each team every season, you're a fucking idiot. You should have let Denver keep that little 64 overall quarterback and have to grind like everybody else been grinding. You just made it that much more easier for him. There's a reason why he causes, he rated our league. It's easy. It's pie. So fuck you, Darkness. You're an idiot for trading him. And you're about to get your ass blown out this week. That superstar quarterback you guys finna toss several interceptions. Dallas with the win this week.
Man, Darkness said, step your game up. I trade whoever the fuck I want to trade. That's what he said. Step your game up. So, Darkness, step your game up this week. But
right.
Your ass up. Go on with the Cowboys.
All right. Next up, it's C-Rob and the Panthers going into Chicago to play my brother Addy 5 and those Bears. Another game. This is going to be a good game here. This was one of the games we looked at for Game of the Week. Because both of these guys are really good users. But, I don't go against the homie Addy 5 unless he's playing my Cowboys. Bears with the win at home.
This is, you said it. This is going to be a really good game. Both of these teams are very good at managing that clock. I like what Coach Addy 5 said, though, man. He said he likes to control the ball. He likes to control, play good defense, control that side of the ball, and then, the offense just control the game after that. And shouts out to C-Rob. He's a great game clock manager as well. This is going to be a great game, but that defense, man, is tough. That front four is an animal out there in Chicago, man. Addy 5 with the win this week.
It's a good game, man. It's definitely a good game. I'm gonna say the Bears win this in the close game. It's gonna be a close game, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if C-Rob pull off the win. I mean, he did beat Hot Tub pretty handily, I thought.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he won this game. But I think I'm gonna go with the Bears as well.
No doubt. Next up, it's the OG Chris Murray No auto this week. He's got to go up against Dion and those Falcons. And the homie Dion is looking to get him a W, and he's at home, so I got to go with the Falcons. Raiders stay winless this week.
Yeah, 0-5 Raiders against the Surgeon. Dion knows, I mean, for one, this is his baby, so he knows just as well, more than anybody, what to do when it comes to this high-stakes season. Dion's right there again, man. He's having he seems to always have a solid, at the beginning of the season is solid, and then he starts to melt down, mid-season, late season, mid-season going into late season. But I'll check the schedule out. He's got a favorable schedule. So look out for them Falcons going into the playoffs. When they go into the playoffs, it's going to be a problem, and they're healthy for the most part. So I'm going to give this one to Atlanta, man. They're going to win in impressive fashion.
Man, with the Buller out of that division, man, that thing's wide open. Down at the Buller,
yeah, it is.
Winning that division every year. Now with him out of it, Atlanta's there, Carolina's there, the Bucks still there because we don't know. The Bucks had a good football team. The roster was good.
Yeah.
They're still there. So this is an important game for the Atlanta Falcons. If they want to try to win this division, they need to win this game. And I know it's against Chris Murray. It's the OG. I think the Falcons go ahead and win this game and move forward with the victory, with another chance to take control of this division.
No doubt. Next up, it's the co-commiss SJ and those Cardinals going into Miami to play Mo Booker and the Dolphins. This is another easy game for me. Cardinals with the easy win in Miami.
Yeah. Arizona's been to blow them boys out, man. Big win. Arizona with the win.
Man, it depends on which Mo Booker show up, man.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
It depends on which one. The Mo Booker I seen play at the end of the season against Lord Farquhar. Man, that Mo Booker was pretty damn good. I mean,
that was Mo Booker.
Was it Mo Booker though? That's the question.
That was Tom Booker. That's the thing.
Hey, so look, I'm expecting the real Mo Booker to show up. So I'm gonna go with the co-commiss SJ and the Cardinals to win the game.
Yeah. Next up, it's Andre's favorite team. It's those the Redskins, going into Cleveland to play King Vitamin and the Browns. Underrated is playing well this year, but he's about to go up against the juggernaut. King Vitamin with an easy win at home.
I'm going to call this close. Redskins, he's been playing some solid football this year. This team is geared into high stakes as well. I like this Redskins team. Shout out to that free safety that got inducted into the Hall of Fame also, Saxton. Don't know how, but congrats to you. But I like this Redskins team. I know they beat the Giants earlier this year and had two other good wins also. The Giants isn't a team to fuck with also. But this Browns team, he laid the blueprint out. He said his weakness, he's looking for cornerbacks. Redskins, he's got some solid receivers. So let's try to exploit them DBs. But this is the Browns we're talking about here. He's got two monsters on the outside of the receiving core. That run game is potent. That defense is always solid. I'm giving this game to the Browns, man. King Vitamin with the win.
Man, hell to the Redskins, man. Hell to the Redskins. My man been playing good football though, for real. No bullshit. Definitely good football. The boy Saxton bribed people to get to the Hall of Fame. I thought Avery Parker could have got in there, but and I think Avery Parker got an axe to grind because he didn't get in and Saxton got in. Man, Avery Parker might fuck around and get 500 yards this game and say who deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm going with the opposite. I'm going with my Redskins. Let's go back. Hell to the Redskins.
Oh man, Homer over there picking the Redskins. Watch this blowout happen. Next up, it's Fruit Cocktail and those Chargers. Oh, tanking, cheating Chargers going up against the real KP and those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Man, once again, new users got to get a win before I can pick them. God, it sucks, but I got to pick the Chargers with the win because he's actually a good user. He's just been tanking 2 years in a row. Chargers with the win.
Yeah, man, this idiot, he ain't fooling nobody, man. I fully buy into it. I smell. Like I said, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. And I smelled that bullshit several seasons ago. We'll see what this new owner does in Tampa Bay. He's got a good team. He's got home cooking going into this. I'm picking this new owner, man. I want to see him get this win just because. Breezy's got a tough schedule coming up. We're in the same conference, so right now, we're fighting for a wild card spot at this point. We're still fighting for our division, but if we don't get to the division, him and I gonna end up fighting for a wild card spot. So, I'm going with the Bucks, man. Bucks with the impressive win.
Okay, the real KP, would you please stand up? Stand up. Hey, buddy, the real KP's in Detroit. That motherfucker got 4 Super Bowls. I'm just letting you know. He is the real KP. But, hey, Buck, this going to be your first. Is this his first official game?
No, this is his second one.
No, this is second.
Okay, who did he play? Okay, so he didn't get a win yet.
No, he played the Redskins last week, and the Redskins got him.
Okay, so if the Redskins got him, I'm going to say the Chargers going to get him as well. Breezy, we already know what you've been doing, buddy.
Yeah.
These games that you will win. You'll win these games. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Breezy to win.
Next up, it's skill trading those Chiefs going up against Jacuzzi and the Denver Broncos. This is an easy pick for me. Broncos with a blowout.
Bruh. How's up with the big one this week?
Man, I don't know, man. I feel the upset, man.
Shut up, man. Come on now. Come on, let's get through these next couple games.
Hey, the upset, man. I think the Chiefs gonna be upset because they about to get their ass destroyed.
Next up, it's the co-commish Tone Dog and those Seahawks. He's going into San Francisco to play Flair and the 49ers. Another easy pick for me. Seahawks with the win.
Another fucking winless San Fran team. Tone with the win this week.
Man, Flair be playing Tone hard though, for real. I mean,
yeah,
so I wouldn't be surprised if he get a win because he always get one or two. Will this be the one? I don't think so. Going with the Seahawks.
Next up, it's John. Shout out to John in the Dynasty Hall of Fame. Little Homer with the NFC East putting Saxon in. I don't understand how the Incredible Hulk from the Falcons doesn't get into the Hall of Fame. I mean, that dude is just a beast over there in Atlanta. We already talked about Avery Parker, but that's okay. But John's got to go to H-Town to play the Rams. The Rams and his new internet connection, I might add. I'm going with the Rams in this one.
Yeah, I think he's the new internet connection has got the Rams looking nice right now. So he says, I'm gonna give this to John and the Eagles, man, in a close game, 19-16. If John actually shows up and plays this game, he can be sitting tight and be right there in the thick of the NFC wildcard spot, also fighting for it. I'm gonna give this to the Eagles, man. Eagles with the upset, 19-16.
Okay, the Rams quarterback's a bum, man. This dude got like 25, 27 interceptions, some shit.
Yeah.
Like, that dude's a bum. So I don't know if it's the connection or not, but y'all ain't connected on the field. I can tell you that. Having said that, John is not that good. So I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Rams to win this game.
No doubt. Next up, it's the big homie and the Patriots going to play Mr. Snitch himself and those Jets. This is a toss-up game for me. Both these guys are pretty even to me. But I'm going to give it to the Jets because he's at home. Home cooking wins.
Yeah, Mr. Hold Down Triangle, man. I see several picks being thrown in this game, man. That triangle button's going to take him to the W column in this game, man. Jets with the win.
Not so fast. No, I'm going with the Jets.
I say this place just seems terrible, bro.
Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah. Next up, it's Matty Ice and the Packers going up against H-Speed and those Titans. Mr. I Got 5 plays himself. Got a tough game this week. But Matty Ice is no joke. It's a good user. Knows how to get wins. And he is fighting for the NFC North Championship this year. But the Tennessee Titans are at home. And he is not worried about the division. He is looking for the Super Bowl win. So I got to go with the Titans and the homie H Speed.
I'm going to give this to the Titans as well. This is going to be a very hard-fought game. But this run game, man, and Tennessee is brutal. I haven't seen anything like this, man. I've never seen a Madden player out of my many, many years playing this game, man. Just a user run, just prides himself on running the football down your throat. That's just frustrating, trust me. Whenever I play him, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat, gripping my controller, I'm sweating, like I'm going to stop the run, and it's just crazy, man. But and Matty Ice he's going to be in that same boat, man. He's going to have a hard time stopping this run. And he has a hard time stopping that man also. Free chicken out there. Man defense, he has a hard time stopping. Gonna give this to, but hey, like Deion said, watch out for them posts. He's got 2 big receivers out there, and he love that post route. So with
the slant underneath.
With the slant underneath. So them DBs in Tennessee are solid. Home cooking is gonna be in their favor. I'm giving this to the fucking Titans, man.
Hey man, shout out to my co-host Matty Ice. This will be our first game versus each other. He has not seen a run game like this. I got 2 guys. I got Bud and Hammer, and both of them looking to get 1,000 yards this year. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run a little bit, and we're gonna throw it a little bit, and we're gonna go for the win. We're just gonna be a little bit better than him today.
No doubt. Next up, it's the Dynasty game.
Baltimore, a working class city looking for its heroes to be more. It's the toughness of Johnny U and the unbreakable heart of Ray Lewis. In Baltimore, even the band won't surrender. These are the Ravens. New York, the biggest stage for the biggest performers. It sends Super Bowl perfection. LT and Eli bring it down at Dynasty. To be at your best in the spotlight. These are the Giants.
It's the homie Dat Boy Good and those New York Giants going up against Houdini and the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a good game. 2 guys having great years. The Giants are the last undefeated season going right now in the Dynasty. You cannot hide anymore. We're putting you on blast, Dat Boy. But Houdini is no joke. Definitely has a great passing attack. But I see the homie's been running the ball effective this year as well. But there's no way I can go against Dat Boy Good. As much as I need the Ravens to win this ball game, that offense in New York is dangerous. Giants with a win by at least 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, this is going to be. This is going to be a blowout for me. Or actually, I'm not going to say blowout. Very high scoring game. The Giants, 34 points a game. That's 3rd best in the league. 363 yards a game. That's the best in the league. 219 passing yards a game. That's top 10. 143 yards rushing a game. That's 2nd best in the league.
Just crazy, dude.
His offense is going to put up numbers. That's a healthy team. And we've always said, when that boy has a healthy team, he's dangerous. He's dangerous,
yeah,
without a doubt. But his passing yards, his passing defense is the worst in the league. He's giving up almost 300 yards a game, 272 yards a game. And that's a problem when Houdini comes into town. And that passing attack, that's a problem. So that's why I'm saying this is going to be a high-scoring game. Houdini, he's not really flinging. He's not flinging the ball that well, but he's running it very, very well, like you said, this season. And that defense is what's got him making some noise, man. He's got top 10 defense pretty much in every category, or top 3 defense. He's got 3rd best pass defense, 1st best run defense, and has given up 215 yards a game total. That's the best in the league, man.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a great offense-defensive clash. I'm giving it to that boy though, man. This offense is incredible. Vincent is a monster. Whitehurst back there having an MVP caliber season. I'm giving it to the Giants, man. Giants with the win.
Bingo, you just said it. That boy's good pass defense is the worst in the league. And we know what Houdini can do, man. I think honestly think that this game sets up very well for the Ravens. Everything that the Ravens do well, you know, the Giants struggle in as far as pass defense and then the Ravens have a pretty strong defense, man. It's surprising. You might not think it, but if you ever watch his games, he plays pretty good defense. So I think it's setting up for the upset, and I think I'm gonna give the upset to the Ravens with a big victory and a feather in his cap. This is one of the biggest victories he'll have in the Dynasty. I'm gonna go with the Ravens with a close game, but it's gonna be a lot of points scored.
Yeah, no doubt. Last game for the week is Hamilton and the Vikings going up against the new user over there in Indianapolis with the Colts. Man, just stick it out, Indy. I know that's a bum roster you got. We've had several people just destroyed that roster. But, man, just keep your head up. Madden 18 will be here before you know it. We already are in July. August will be here before you know it, and we will be playing Madden 18. But if you don't have a win in the Dynasty, got to go with Hamilton and the Vikings.
Hamilton having a bad year right now, but he's a good user. He's a solid guy. I'm sure he's looking to get out that tough NFC North, man, going into Madden 18, looking to get out of there. This Colts guy, just keep holding on, bro. But just let you know, if you leave, you will not be missed. But you definitely left a keepsake for at least for me in the group chat. So I'm gonna turn that into a lovely canvas in my man cave if you don't mind that, bro. No, but yeah, you're going to. Like we said earlier, man, you just got to rise the ship, bro. You are another user that came into a really bad roster. So just, keep fighting and keep scratching and clawing, man. And, man, AT be here before you know it, but you're going to get the same treatment you've been getting since you've been in this league, man. You're going to be upset because you're about to go against a pretty good user in a really, really good defense. So I'm giving this game to the Minnesota Vikings, man. Vikings with the win.
Hey, Hamilton and the Colts new user. Let me give you a list of teams right now, and you guys should just go and review these teams roster. The Chicago Bears, the San Francisco 49ers. These are the teams that you'll be choosing from when it comes to choices for Madden 18. So I want you guys to go study their roster and see what players that you want to keep and who you might want to get rid of. Get an early jump on it, man. Just do it right now. It really doesn't matter who wins this game. I'm just telling you right now. 1-5 versus 0 and whatever. But I think the new coach user is going to get his first win, and he might not be picking 32nd. He might be picking 30th.
Man, those are your Week 7 games. Man, shout out to the homie H-Speed. Always a pleasure when you jump on Total Access. I know Farquaad and I love it when you get on here with us. But that's Week 7. There are opinions. Prove us right, prove us wrong. It's your boy Expert, and you know I got the homie Farquaad with me.
Let's get it.
We out.